Ciao ragazzi! This is for Michael's birthday party. I'm gonna show you how to make the pasta fresca fatta in casa. So, you want to make pasta? It's very simple. Let's look at the ingredients that we need. Just a few. We need 2 cups all-purpose flour in a bowl. 2 eggs, 2 uova. We need 1/3 cup of water. We need a fork. So, the first thing we do in the flour, we make a well. Use your hands to make the well. Put your finger right in the flour like this and stir, make a circle. Yes. And now we can beat the eggs right in the middle. Okay, so 1 and 2. Okay, now we're going to add the water like so. And then you take a little olive oil, extravergine, olio d'oliva, about a teaspoon, okay? And then you start to beat in the middle like this, And little by little you incorporate some of the flour and you work this into a dough. It's very simple. Okay. And now you keep on mixing with this, bring in more flour from the sides, You see what I'm doing? Maybe while you do this, you can have a glass of wine, Okay, now at about this point, what I like to do is dump out this flour onto the work surface here. And we're going to work with our hands now. Okay, here is our flour. Scoop out this bit here. Okay, we're done with this now. Now, we want to keep our hands on the dry side. So, take some of this flour. And now we can work the dough some more. It's very simple, We start to knead. You like to touch it. It feels good, You're gonna like the way it feels. You're gonna do this for Michael. Michael, mamma mia, 40 anni. Quanto stai diventando vecchio, Michael. So, you see, I try to take the flour from the outside, bring it into the middle, push, use your hands. It's going to take some time, don't be afraid. You need to work it, and work it, and work it, until what happens? Your dough becomes smooth and elastic. Okay, it takes a time. Try not to make too much of a mess. I'm talking to you, Gabi. That's why the French, they don't make pasta because they're too sloppy. They make a mess everywhere. Okay. You see it coming together now. It's a good, You keep working. Now with this dough, we can make a lot of different kind of pasta. And next I show you that. But first, we still got to knead until we are smooth and elastic. Yeah, you see? Now we're working with the 2 cups of flour. If after a few minutes it's still sticky and wet, well, then you gotta put more flour. But for now, for me it's still good, Okay, we're working. We're working. It's starting to get smooth. But look, also, it's starting to be a little sticky. So, don't be afraid. Take a little flour, sprinkle, keep your hands like this. And now you keep working. You want to get a little rough? You can get a little rough with it, huh? You can get a little clean with it. It's okay. It's okay. That's for the people that don't like gluten, huh? It's like, think of you. Okay, so we keep working. It feels good now, huh? It feels smooth. And that's how we know we're almost ready. Okay, you keep working. Look, I show you, huh? You see this? When I work a little bit, huh? That look nice. A little more. And it's not taking so much time, huh? You're going to love this. You do it now forever. You make it for your wife, your girlfriend. Not both at the same time. They're not gonna like that. I recommend you keep them apart. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about ready. You saw how long it took? For you, it might take this long or maybe a little longer. Maybe you're a little stunado. That's Italian for a novice, a beginner, huh? Maybe it's gonna take you a little longer. Maybe you don't know how to use your hands like an Italian, huh? But that's a nice. That's a nice. Now, what we do at this point, we take a little piece of the pellicola, la plastica, and you let your little creation take a nap. Nina Nanna, you have a glass of wine. We come back in 15 minutes. I show you how we're going to make shapes. Okay. Ciao, how are you? Okay, and so now we continue to make our pasta. It is a time to take our dough that had a little nap, and we are going to now make some shapes. So, come, I show you the machine and how it works, okay? Okay, so we have a pasta. We have a bench scraper, very nice tool. If we need a little flour, we have a flour. And we have a beautiful pasta rolling machine. Now, you have a crank, you have a knob, and then you have a mamma. This is my mamma. She taught me how to make a pasta. Now, normally, she busts my balls. Today, she's gonna crank the handle. So maybe you find someone to crank your handle, and they make you very happy. We're gonna put a little flour everywhere, huh? We're going to take a piece of a dough now, huh? We're ready to make a shape. This is normally the time that we get into a fight, huh? Because what you want to do with this now, huh? You want to make it go through the machine flat. Okay. If it's a sticky, you just put a little dough. You start number 1 on the knob, and you get some of the crank. And then you pass the dough through. And one hand takes the dough like so. And then your cranking person changes the number to 2. Now we are on number 2. Crank. Okay, mama can crank and I can work the pasta. Nah? Go number 3. Number 3. Okay. We go a couple times. Number 3. Yeah, it's getting thinner now, you see? Hey, you leave the handle in the machine. And we go number 4. Number 4 is nice. We go a couple times. You see what I'm doing? One hand to take the pasta from the other side. Look at that, beautiful. Number 5. We go number 5 now, huh? Yeah. You see it's getting longer. Mamma mia, we're almost ready to make a lasagna. And we go one last time, and number 6. Okay, that's not bad. We go and we leave it on the surface now to dry. Okay, so we're gonna try again. We put this back to number 1. Number 1. Numero 1, mamma. No, questo è il numero 6. We take not too big a piece of a pasta dough. Make sure you keep your pasta nice and covered when you're not working it. Mannaggia la puttana. Okay, so number one, a few times. Watch what I'm gonna do, because I like it to come out the whole width. I go sideways. No, we stay on number one. No. Okay, I'm not happy with this one, so look what I do. I want it to be a nice shape. Okay. Oh, that's a terrible shape. I made it worse. Okay. See, this is what I don't want. So I fold it. I want this to be straight. Try again. Okay, we go number two. Number three. Number three again. I'm not happy with that one. Number three again. Number four. Number five. One more time on number five. Now look, to me, that is good. I think I'm gonna leave this one on number five. I go take it to the table to dry. Take a piece of dough, number one, and go. Hey, that's not bad. Number two, mama. It feels sticky, you take some flour, you put in the machine, you put on the dough, it's okay. But just a little, Just a little. Number three. Number four. Okay, so what you want to do, every once in a while, you come around, you take your pasta, you take your sheets, and you do this. You flip it over, until not so sticky anymore. It takes time. What's happening is the moisture in the dough, it's gonna come out. So once it can touch itself like this and not stick no more, you're nearly there, How much time you gotta wait? It depends on things, the humidity in the air, a lot of different things. You come and you do that. Once you're at this point, you know you're almost there, The pasta is not sticking to itself. You need to wait until this time, until you start to cut the pasta. Okay, almost ready. Okay, so now the pasta has rested enough time. We know it's ready to cut because look what happened. It's not sticking to itself. That's good. It can touch itself and not get sticky. So now we're going to make the tagliatelle pasta, okay? Now, if you want to make a ravioli, you don't let it get so dry. But for this, watch what we do, We're going to make it a roll up, like this. We're going to roll our pasta on itself, like this, Tut, 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 tut. Okay. With the knife now, we cut, like that. And then watch what happened, the magic. What you got? You got a beautiful tagliatelle pasta. Maybe that's a bit too long. Okay. You cut in half. And then very important, you take it to the rack. And what do? You let it dry some more on the rack. Beautiful. Nice. Mamma mia. Beautiful thing. Okay. You have to wait until this point, that the pasta not stick to itself. Still this one, a little bit, it's close, but it's okay. We make a beautiful shape. Okay. Okay ragazzi, you did it! You made your own homemade tagliatelle pasta. Remember, it's very simple. The first step, you make your dough. I gave you those instructions. Step 2, let it rest 15 minutes. Step 3, one at a time, you take a bit, you start to crank and you make the sheets. Step 4, those sheets, you gotta let them rest. Turn them every once in a while on a floured surface until they no longer stick to each other. Step 5, make it the shape you want. Step 6, they're ready to cook already. You can store them here to keep drying a little bit, but you have your boiling salted water, you throw them in, it's going to be amazing. Now look, I was not so careful about the length of every shape, but who cares? Once you cook it, it tastes very good in your belly. So go and enjoy and buon appetito!